Hello, everyone. Thank you once again for joining the Heroes webinar. My name is Comfort Confo, and I'm calling in from the United Kingdom. Today is Sunday, the 26th of October, 2025. And as usual, if you're part of this family, you know that we are very excited because so much is happening with our business. And today we are discussing the topic about the selection process. It sounds so vague, but there is so much to that. So definitely we're recording. We were a bit over the place, all over the place with the time change and stuff. But then good news, we can record. So as you are watching, share your excitement. And if you stumble on this accidentally, it's not an accident. Something good found you. Sit down, watch, and ask us some questions. So I would like to give the honor to my sister Jean to start this conversation for us. Thank you, sis. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much, Comfort. Hello, everyone. It's so great to be here again. I just want to start by saying that right before I came on today, a white hawk flew over my house. And those of you who know the acronym that I did, hawks are very meaningful to me, and that means transformation, truth, clarity, focus, and divine guidance. So I just thought I would start by that. Uh, ONU 17 in the back office was just, with the topic of about the selection process, it's worded so perfectly. We almost could just say, okay, go to the back office and read it. It's so perfect. Almost can't add anything to it. But I wanted to just say a few things about in the very beginning, he says, we're moving forward together, and he mentions our old company, says it's still there, but it's not capable of taking us to our intended destination. And the visual that I got, because he's talking about flight in this post, is that the old company was like a hang glider or a parasail. They're really cool. They're beautiful. They take you high. They're just wonderful vehicles, but they're not able to go the distance, and they certainly can't take all of us together. So for us, that vehicle just needs to be shelved, put in the garage. And now we have this jumbo jet, which ONU 17 is talking about, and how what I wanted to talk about today with the selection process is that the priority placement, the selection of who boards the plane first and then next, is that I researched airlines, and each one of those airlines has their own way of doing this boarding process for their own strategic reasons. And that's what Ash was talking about. There are strategic considerations. So each of these airlines looks at their situation, looks at their process, and then they decide on a way for people to board. And sometimes that is whoever has a VIP pass, whoever's in the military, whoever has young children, someone with special needs that might need assistance getting onto the plane. These all make perfect sense, don't they? So some of these airlines choose these processes, and then other ones say, okay, we're going to board everybody that has their seats in the back of the plane first, which always made sense to me. People in the back of the plane first, and then we're going to move up to the front, or we're going to start in the front and we're going to go to the back. My point here is that each of these companies, each of these airlines gets together with their staff and they decide strategically what's the best way to do it. And then they do that. So here we are all here today because we trust a man named Ash Mufara, and we trust the teams that he's selecting. So knowing that they are looking at everyone that applied and strategically picking a process that works for the company, that works best for the maximum impact and the most success going forward. So for me, it is just a no-brainer. I have no anxiety, no concerns about it, because I know that they're doing it thoughtfully, mindfully, with wisdom, to say, who do we want to bring into the plane first, and then next, and then next, and then next. But there is room for everyone. We don't have to worry. We can breathe easily. We're all going to get onto the plane. And Ash has said many times, we only need one seat. one seat on the plane, and we're all going to get there together. There's plenty of room. We're all going to arrive at the destination. There's just such a breath of relief because of this. We know we're in good hands. We know the pilot's amazing. And so that's just what I wanted to start with, Comfort. I hope that was okay.
I was just smiling
I'm
because sorry, Jean. Thank you so much because the very first thing you said, you were 100% correct. You know, he delivers a la manière de Ash Mufare because it was quite straight to the point. Everything just simple as anybody can read and understand. We don't need this. What is bringing us here this minute is just the love we want to keep sharing. And then you just made it. I like the analogy of the plane, like in the flight, as in real life. Perfectly put. Anybody who does not get it does not necessarily need to be part of this movement. Thank you, Jean. Let's hear from Uncle Bob.
Thank you, Jean, for opening. You said it all. I'll just add my voice as the plane metaphor is very significant. You know, when you go through security, you get to your plane and you get into the plane to head to wherever you're heading to, whatever destination you're heading to. Your life is in the hands of the pilot and the crew and everybody that operates that plane. It is very significant. If anything goes wrong, it is catastrophic, right? So I'm sure Mr. Ashmufara is using this plane metaphor to make sure to give us a hint that it is going to be an orderly process to get into this plane to make sure that everything is perfect. It has to be perfect. And the way we board this plane, the way they organize and get us all into the plane is perfect because we want to get to our destination. I think the metaphor of the plane is very significant. The other thing I can add is I like the fact that Jean said it's a jumbo jet. It's a big plane that can carry all of us. And Mr. Ash is saying here that OE17 that there's plenty of room for everyone who wants to join. So don't worry. It's just like Jean said, those who are in the first class, they might probably go first. Those who have points, they go first. Special needs, children, old folk, it's just an orderly process. So do not worry that, like they haven't got your approval yet to come in. No, you're going to come in. They're going to call your turn, whether it's zone A, B, C, or section 1. So everybody's turn is going to come. So let us not worry. There's plenty of room for everyone. Everybody is welcome. The only people that are not going to come in, as Mr. Ash says, are those who cause us trouble, who cause the company headache, who caused him headache. Unfortunately, he's telling us that most of those people, they know themselves, and some of them did not even apply. So they've already taken themselves out. So, but everybody, everybody is welcome to get into this next phase where Mr. Ash, our founder, is trying to take us to. So the priority placement has begun, and he's saying that it is not over yet. It's just the beginning. So nobody should be getting excited. The process is just beginning. That's just what I'll say.
Yes, thank you, Uncle Bob. I like emphasis of there's plenty of room. So to a word, to the wise, a word is sufficient. We don't have to keep on explaining and explaining because everything is very, very clear. What Ash has said and what you all are saying here is plain and clear. So whoever is coming and asking questions are the people who are either not reading or not listening to us here. So let's hear from Collins, please.
Thank you, Comfort. I just want to greet all my brothers and sisters here, and Jean, Bob and Jean, you just touched that metaphor of plane. When Jean was talking, I was just thinking, and one thing came in my head, there is room, a lot of room for everyone. That is true. It doesn't matter who board in first or who board in last. The destination is one. We are going to the same destination. Plane will only take off when everybody, the room is full. That's the truth. It doesn't matter, but we have just one destination. And I said something which I read from O News 17. It said the new system has been intentionally designed with space and opportunity for all who wish to join with optimism, cooperation, and good intent. So if your intent is good, there is space for you. If your intent is not good, then sorry, you cannot make it. But at least there is equal opportunity. The only thing is, are we ready to board that plane? You know, that is it. What Ash really wants from us. Are you ready to board that plane? Are you ready to rise, reset, and refocus? My brother Bob always said refocus. Because rise mean, like today I was in Engineer show and I really talk about rise. And rise means it's about you making concrete decision, you know, move away from your comfort zone. Try to do something different, something you've never tried in your life. Sometimes we choose fear over hope. You know, we choose fear. Sometimes people will suffer in their comfort zone because they said they don't want to change. They will never embrace change. And when you stay in your comfort zone, you will fail. Ash talk about comfort zone. We need to rise above that nature of comfortability and try something different. There are times where we talk about school. You go to school, you attend, you go to a certain job, you don't like it, you move on. Because sometimes we need to, I think we are never satisfied. We want it more. But when you want it more, you must be ready to change. And Ash is calling us to rise above that and then try something different. And he is there to help us. It's not that you are coming, but he is educating you so that you can rise and see the better version of yourself. So Comfort, I will leave it there. That's the only thing I wanted to share for today.
I know. I'm happy you brought this back. There's one a couple of weeks ago, I had Susie. She made this expression which just stuck in my mind that some people have immunity to change. So no matter whatever you do, you say, where I am now, I can't change, but I'm meant to be just here. But then you have to be flexible. I think that's what Ice is saying. So you need to move from that place that's keeping you warm, step into the cold a bit. That's where the thing you are looking for is hiding. So thank you so much. Yeah, sweetheart. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thank you. So, sorry, guys. So, please let me go over to let's hear from another lady, Dr. Ivy, please. So, before we go ahead, sorry, I've got a lot of kids. Some sweet one is just saying hi here. That's what I've got, guys. She's my best. Yeah, so we have our brother Saladin in the house. Saladin, je m'excuse, je dis toujours Aladdin, je ne sais pas pourquoi, but then I apologize. We have our brother Saladin from the Arabic community. He is listening in, and at the end of the meeting, he is going to make a summary of everything we've done today and a word of encouragement to his Arabic community. So I apologize I did not introduce you at the very beginning, but then it's not too late. Thank you, brother. So, Sister Ivy, if you don't mind, please, you chime in. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. And right now, the word that Ash used in ONU 17 that is very important for us is the next wave of membership. So when there's a wave, I'll divide my waves. There's a calm before the wave. Before a wave rises, it will just be down. We've had that quietness, the sorting is over, everything is over. Now a new wave of membership that is not random, it is intentional. That is what Ash said. He said it clearly. This system has been intentionally designed with space and opportunity. Now, it's space for those who are ready. It's opportunity for action. That's where we are right now. So let's pause on that phrase, intentionally designed. It means that it was not thrown together. It was built with purpose. In business, we should not forget this is a business. In business, design means preparation. Preparation meets placement. You see, somebody, someplace like Starbucks, they did not just sell coffee. He designed a space for connection. When people hear space, they think it's empty. No, space is potential. He's bringing you into a space where you're going to bring who you are and then align it with who Ash is. That is what is going to be. So space means opportunity, which means growth. So we are all going to grow together. This wave is not about who is being invited first. No, it's being prepared when your name is called. When your name is called, are you going to be prepared? That's the next wave. It's about character. It's not a frustration. It's coming in good faith. It's coming with a mental focus that you're ready. That's the spirit of the wave. We like the wave. And so don't fight the wave, flow with the wave. The people who surf, they'll tell you, they wait for the wave and they ride on it. Let's wait for the wave and we'll ride on it. And let me tell you something. Some waves are small, like we said, we're growing. You're coming with your preparation. You're coming with your excitement. And the bigger the wave, the bigger the leap. So let's come ready. You know, the surfers, they will stand there watching and waiting. Let's be that people. That is the victory with Ash. And then I like the plane analogy too. And I just want to ask a simple question. If you enter into a building that has 600,000 people, don't you need somebody to ask to show you the way? If you enter a city, if you enter a village, and there is a big village, are you going to enter the village with 600,000 people and know what to do? No, you need direction. So the selection is creating leadership not for a separation, but for a wholeness. Because if we enter a place, there's 600,000 of us. Who are you going to ask what? Are you getting me? So remember, we're all going to be starting at the same place, but we just need pointers so that when we enter that place, we'll say, okay, show me what to do. What do you know? When I need things, I can ask. I can always call Brother Bob. I can always call somebody to show me the way. So let this priority placement not be a hindrance or a conversation. Let it be something that you know that Ash chose very wisely. 600,000 people, who are you going to ask? You need smaller groups. Even in churches, we have cell groups because we need pointers so that you not be lost, so that you feel connected, so that you feel safe, so that you feel part of it. 600,000 people, no leader, no pointer, no priority. Who are you going to? So let's see it as a blessing. This, our leader, is a blessing. He has chosen wisely. So let us wait and ride on that wave. I like that wave that he's using. And trust me, I'm going to wait for the big wave. So thank you very much. And waiting to see
Oh
you
my
on that
God.
wave.
It feels so good. Thank you so much. It's flowing so smoothly and so sweet. I like the emphasis on purpose, on space, on intent, on opportunity, on growth, on preparation. Are you ready? The question remains with you because if you are not part of this, then you were not prepared, you were not ready, and then you were not there. It's not, it's not rocket science. It's as easy as, because Ash has spelled it out. If you can't make it with us if you are a bad apple, because a bad apple is obvious. Everybody sees that that apple is bad. Flies are running around it. We can't eat it, and so we can't take it with us in the box. So I just appreciate all what you are putting in. I hope that this goes a long way. Everybody watches this. Everybody has their peace of mind. So, Sister Marie Pende, please.
Thank you, everyone. It is an exciting time for all of us. ONU 17, I just breeze through again. I like the analogy that everybody has used. Jean used the, jumbo jet, Bombardier, big, huge plane, and then the strategy in which the boarding is, the process of the boarding. All of us have gone through the airport and we've experienced the boarding. Before you board, you would have bought your ticket, you make sure that you present your ID and everything is check. That is the last thing that you do. So the analogy of using the plane to board is very, 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 very important and simple. Very simple for the least person to understand. Some planes, just like some companies, just like Jean said, will board according to how it will give them the maximum input of their company. Southwest Airlines, for example, they board the children first. I used to have that privilege because I had a little, we go and board first. Some companies will board those who have to exit first. They'll board them last so that they can exit first. So there's always a methodology in the process of boarding, and it is to the advantage of the people and the company. So it's very exciting. Methodically, some companies will board medical personnel by the exit. I've been boarded several times by the exit, just in case there's an emergency. They know who to call. They know that this person here has some functionality that could be useful if just in case we have it. So I really like the way it has been analyzed strategically based on your potential and looking at the entire scheme of the process, how it will be for the betterment for everyone. And because there is room for everyone. If you're good, you've been doing good, you haven't defamed the company one way or the other, you've followed the directions, you've adhered to the rules and regulations, just like in life, in everything you do, I think you have enough room for everyone. So I'm very excited. It has been true to us to the least person can understand that language in ONU 17. Thank you. And back to you, Sister Comfort.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm listening and trying hard not to contribute, but it keeps coming, right? Because I've used this with the pigeon community. Let's shift away from boarding the plane and come back to the church, right? When you're going to church, who do you meet? The very first people are the ushers. They stand at the gate, at the front of the church, and they usher you into the room, right? I think look at these people that Ash is selecting, whatever the priorities he's taking. The priority position is given to the ushers because they'll know their way around the church. So when you walk in, they put you in there. There's room there. You sit there, you sit there, you sit there. And then again, there's room for everybody. Everyone has a place in, except it's the bad apple that cannot come into the box. Thank you so much, guys, for the contribution. Brother Oliver, please.
Hi, everybody. That's wonderful. I want to thank everybody that for everything well said. And, like especially about the onboarding, I will not really talk much about that because all the analogies that people gave is superb. Usher, the people come in first and so that to guide others. And in fact, our CEO is a genius and he's somebody that knows how to put things strategically and make sure everybody comes in.
You're muted, Oliver.
You're muted. Somebody place the button. You muted everybody. We can hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was saying that our CEO is somebody who plans things. He's a strategist. He wants to make sure that we get in when we get in. When the jet, like Jean talked about the turbo jet, when it take off, we are all comfortable. We'll sit, drink the champagne, and enjoy ourselves while we are in that jumbo jet flying. And he also says something that together we are leaving the past behind. Please, we should forget about the past. Forget totally about the past. Totally, he has said this plenty of times. We should forget about the past behind and prepare for a journey filled with promise, unity, and purpose. This now comes about the reset and the refocus. We have to reset and refocus. We have to reset our mind, prepare ourselves for that beautiful journey that is unity together, that we will be together. Like I always like to talk about the broom that when you take one and you break it, but when we are together in that bundle, you cannot break us. You know, so that is what our CEO, he's a strategist. He wants everybody to come on board. So guys, chill, take a deep breath. Everybody will come on board. But like Comfort said, those ushers will be there to usher everybody that, hey, this is your seat. You know, like the air hostess, you know, they'll say, hey, this is your seat number. This is where you put your luggage. This is where, you know, so you can recline your seat and you sit well. Those air hostess are there to guide us. So that's how people will be getting in. So guys, take care. And we are going to be fine. We will be super fine. It's fine. So guys, today is Sunday. Ash has a space for everybody. Comfort, I'll leave it there.
Thank you. Thanks so much. There's room for everybody. Thank you. So, Brother Vincent, please. Welcome, Andy.
Thank you, Sister Comfort. Thanks, everyone. Happy Sunday. Today is a great Sunday and also a great webinar. Sorry, I was late. I confused with the time, so I was waiting for 7. And I got a Collins message to say it's 6 o'clock today. So it's good. Thank you for that, for the selection. And our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, he said again that let's be respectful and very humble. And so when today the priest was reading the message in the church, he was talking about be humble, humility, you will get to forward. So the message was about Luke 18:9-14. 2 people in the church. One was a Pharisee, and then the other one was a tax collector. So the Pharisee think is the best, is good, is better than the tax collector. But the tax collector, when he was praying to God, he make himself humble that I'm a sinner, so God forgive my sinners. But the other one, he think is better. God, I know great thing that I'm doing all this, so you should think about. So at the end, the parable said we should be humble, because if you humble yourself, God also listen to what you are doing. So it's the same thing. So even if we are selected and then we are in, the problem that Mr. Ash asks us is to humble ourselves. So no one is above anyone. We are all equal. So we should put that on our mind, respectful and very humble. So humility will take us to the forward. So that's what I'm praising today, and remind all of us that we are all same. We are all going to, like Colin saying, the same destination. But only thing, please, our CEO said, let's be humble, and then we'll get to the destination. This is my message today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah. So, Sister Francine, would you like to chip in something, please?
Thank you. We have very interesting input today, and I love it. I would like to come on the mindset, our mindset. From the very beginning, our CEO has been insisting on having a positive mindset. And we should be so grateful now that we see something taking shape. We were somewhere, and now we are moving into something that is concrete, that exists, that is palpable. We are about to start acting, really. So why do I call for a positive mindset? First of all, we should be grateful for where we are. It is not a must to have or to be where we are. We are not the best. And I want to emphasize what Vincent just said. We have to be very humble and say, if I am here, it's because maybe I have something to do for others. Put myself down in order for somebody to exist. And this is really important because in the vision of our CEO, that was it. Empower people, lift up people, those who are lost, those who are forgotten. So ONU 7 also says we are moving together. If we go to ONU 17, why are we afraid? Why are we still keeping these negative talkings when the owner of the company, the CEO himself, is telling you nobody is left aside unless he has decided it or he is about to spoil the beauty of what we are building, which is right. And I am concluding by saying this. Any company you enter into is building itself around an ideology, around rules and procedures, around process. And the step we are today, we can see these processes being implemented. And that's what we need to understand and to accept. Any company in the world has processes, rules, and procedures. Please let us become all professional and understand the process which is going on. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sis. So I think so far we've covered a lot and enough that people need to know about this onboarding or the boarding process and so on. So Jean, you were the very first person. Sometimes you start first and then people say a few things that you would have loved to comment on. If you do that, then I'll hand over to our brother Saladin to address the Arabic community. Thank you, sis.
Thank you so much, Comfort. Yeah, the last few speakers really brought something home for me. Oliver, Comfort, and Francine. The idea of sorry, I'm going to mention the plane again. You get onto the plane and there are the flight attendants helping, and Oliver had said, helping people to their seat, helping with their luggage, helping with their food. So the point here is those who are given the privilege of boarding first are those people, the servants, the servant leaders, the people who have a responsibility to assist everyone else that's boarding after. So if you get, it's almost like if you get on last, you have the least responsibility in that regard, except for your own growth, right? The people getting on first have a little more responsibility, and that's a privilege, but something that we need to take quite seriously. So just think about it. If you are privileged enough to get onto the plane first, just know that you're going to be helping those that come after you. And I thought that was beautiful how everyone discussed that. We're just going to have such a wonderful time together. It's going to be great. Thank you so much, Comfort.
Okay, thank you. Thanks very much. So, my brother Saladin, thank you again for joining us. And you have the time now. Take your time and you say what you want to say to your community. If you want to say hi in French and in English, you do that, but then go ahead and address the Arab community. Thank you. Do we need to
You are
unmute him?
muted.
Collins, check if you can unmute Saladin, please.
Yes, thank you very
All right.
much. Ok, je vais vous dire un petit mot en arabe et ensuite en français rapidement pour que tout le monde puisse comprendre. Pas de souci. طيب إخواتي وأخواتي الناطقين باللغة العربية، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. أولا أشكركم على حضوركم، ويعني فقط أبدأ إخواتي وأخواتي، يعني إن ويبينار أو نيوز 17 يعني يعد مفصلية في رحلتنا المشتركة. فبعد شهور من الصبر والتحضير بتقديم حلمنا المشترك نحو التحقيق من خلال منصة فيكتوري ويز آش، قال الرئيس التنفيذي آش مفرح بصورة واضحة: تصوروا هذه المرحلة كأنها ركوب إلى طائرة تستعد للإقلاع، ولكنها طائرة كبيرة، رحلة طويلة المدى سيصعد فيها كل واحد حسب المناطق والزمان الذي خصص له. فالإقلاع الناجح لا يكون بالعجلة بل بالنظام والثقة والوحدة. الآن الإركاب لم يبدأ بعد، ولكن كل شيء جاهز. ستفتح الأبواب قريبا إن شاء الله، وسينادى كل واحد باسمه ومكانه. ولن ينسى أحد. يعني أعود: ولا ينسى أحد، فإن المكان كاف لكل من يأتي بنية صادقة، قال الرئيس التنفيذي. رسالة أونيوز 17 واضحة: الاختيار ليس إقصاء. من ابتعد فقد أزال نفسه بنفسه بيده يعني. أما من حفظ الإيمان والشكر والولاء فله مقعده عند الإقلاع. ويذكرنا ميثاق السلوك في فيكتوري ويز آش بأصول ثابتة: العضوية شرف لا حق، فهي تكتسب بالنزاهة والصدق والصبر والإخلاص للمصلحة الجماعية. إخواتي وأخواتي، الطائرة العظيمة على المدرج والمحركات قيد التشغيل، والنداء للمناطق سيصدر قريبا. الحلم لم ينتهي بل هو على وشك الإقلاع، وسيكون هناك مكان لكل من يحمل النية الطيبة. وبارك الله فيكم. Rapidement, très chers frères et sœurs en l'humanité, juste un petit peu rapide pour les francophones qui sont là, en 1 ou 2 minutes. Au News 17 vraiment marque un tournant, on peut le dire, hein, quasi historique, celui du passage vers le grand porteur Victory with Ash, ce long courrier conçu pour emmener toute la communauté vers la nouvelle destination. Et notre PDG, il nous l'a expliqué avec une image qui est très belle, très lumineuse, qui a été, on remercie notre sœur Suzy pour cette très belle métaphore. Pensez à ce processus comme à l'embarquement d'un avion. Et pas n'importe lequel avion, c'est vraiment un gros porteur, un vol long courrier où chacun montera par zone au moment exact prévu par le commandant. Car un embarquement réussi ne se fait jamais dans la précipitation, c'est connu. Il se fait avec ordre, avec discipline, mais avec confiance également. Aujourd'hui, l'embarquement n'a pas encore commencé, mais tout est prêt. Les portes vont bientôt s'ouvrir et chacun sera appelé selon un plan bien établi. Et personne ne sera oublié. Je répète, personne ne sera oublié. Donc le message de ONews 17, il est clair. La sélection, ce n'est pas une exclusion. Encore une fois, il nous l'a rappelé, notre PDG. Ceux qui s'éloignent, ce sont ceux qui se sont auto-supprimés par leur attitude. Mais tous ceux qui gardent la foi, la gratitude et la loyauté, ils auront leur siège à bord. Le code de conduite de VictorywithAsh nous le rappelle. L'adhésion, c'est un privilège et pas un droit. Et je finis en disant que ce privilège se mérite par l'intégrité, l'honnêteté, la patience et l'amour du bien collectif. Victory with Ash n'est pas une course, c'est une organisation en vol, préparée avec soin pour que le départ se fasse en paix dans l'unité. Alors, très chers frères et sœurs en humanité, restons prêts, restons calmes, confiants. Le gros porteur, il est sur la piste, les moteurs sont prêts à s'allumer et l'appel de nos zones d'embarquement est imminent. Le rêve n'est pas en train de s'éteint pas, il est bien au contraire en train de s'accomplir et il est avec leur bonne foi. Merci pour votre attention.
Merci, merci. Can you hear me, guys? Or is it me? Can you hear me? Yes, thank you. That was brilliant, excellent. It was just a summary of all we've done. No need to go back to that. Thank you, Aladdin, for reaching out to our two families, French and Arabic. So we go from here. Andy, I know that you popped in at the tail end. So if you're happy, maybe you say a word and then you close the meeting for us, please.
First of all, apologies. We had the clocks go back and I've been cooking fish pie. So, yeah, see, you Americans, you have it at a different time. You just like to just be different, you know, so whatever. So apologies for that. Yes. This is to me, or for me, this is the most exciting moment that I've had in many years. We know that what has been produced before were the best of the best. Okay, now, like Oliver said, we're not going to go back, we're going to go forward. If that was then, oh my God, what have they got now? Because unbelievably, they will have changed things, and you go, oh my God, just think what's coming. So let's go back and let's talk about opportunities. Opportunities come once in a lifetime, I believe. Well, no. Perhaps that's not so true. Opportunities that are not scuppered like I've had in the past come but once a year. And with what we have now and what's coming is, for me, the most exciting thing ever. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, whichever you want to look at it, I'm a little older than most of you. I know I don't look it, but the fact of the matter is that I want to make sure that I enjoy the rest of